everybody. This is my lovely wife, Lori. She's here to help.
Also, don't put your nose or something sweet.
My leaf springs have finally arrived. I've got my helpers here today, cedar and timber. I don't know how much you help, but you sure think you do. Yeah, you like to play. They even came with new U-bolts, which I'm really glad about, even though these are pretty good. The leaf packs are thicker though. As soon as I get the leaf springs on, then I can really start moving forward with everything else. I've made a couple other decisions about my build, and honestly, it's really all about my recovery. I have to be slow on it, so I've kind of decided to get everything media blasted and jam it out, paint the interior. Probably gonna paint it black because I do like a black interior with other accents. And then I'm just gonna leave it epoxy black, the whole body for now. I can't be block sanding and doing a whole bunch of stuff to get this thing painted. I just can't be hammering out little dents and stuff. So I've just gotta do what I gotta do. And it'll let me work on it over time, but it'll still let me put it together and drive it and enjoy it. And if I want to do the hood when I recover, I can do the hood and you know, little pieces at a time. I have to do it that way. It's the only way I can do it. It's way, way, way too expensive to send it in to have it painted. It's $20,000. I already know that. And I'm just not going to do that. I want to do this sort of on a budget as much as I can. That's why I've been doing it. And get down, boys. Jeez, I'm trying to video here. Can't you see? They think it's about them, see, when I'm talking. But anyway, that's how it's going to be done. It's going to be epoxy black. I'm going to put it together and enjoy it. And if you don't understand that, then whatever. Alcan has been around forever. I remember when I first started building Jeeps in 1986, they were part of the scene. We got a lot of springs from them. When I worked for Scotty's 4-wheel drive in Camino, California. That was fun. I loved that job. He taught me how to do ring and pinions and welding, fabrication, how to do alignments, driveline geometry, all kinds of stuff. I mean, we built complete Jeeps. It was awesome. Loved it. This could be tough for me right here. I don't know if I can even do this. I'm hoping. I told my doctor that I had a motocross race next week. She didn't like that, which I don't. I just wanted to get her going there. Just fit down in there. There we go. Hey. I screwed up. I should have measured it before I lifted it up. Oh, I forgot that step. Oh, I meant to do that. That's a bummer. Let's see if I can do this. I still have to go through all the brakes. I haven't opened this differential up yet. I'm sure it's okay, but I gotta do that yet. Once I get these on, then I can start measuring for shocks and stuff. Usually I like to put a little more weight on, but I can get real close. Mostly for my mounts. I'm gonna do the King shocks. I really want to go that route. Man, that just fit on there like a glove. Can you hold this U-bolt for me? Timber? Huh? Can you hold this U-bolt? Okay. And this can get out of the way. I love this part because you get to move fairly quickly and see progress. I am going to cut these shock mounts off, and it would have been a little easier outside of the vehicle, but it isn't bad. I can get in there. There's enough room. Okay, we'll see if we can get this in here now. Got to get up through this. Well, I might have to. Nope. Fit right in there. Woo! She's a beaut. Thought I might have to lift it up a little bit to clear the frame. These U-bolts are long. Surprised they're so long, actually. Almost too long. They're just about right, but that's close. Okay, get this. It's amazing how that. What do I do? What did I do here? Okay, I rode my motorcycle for the first time yesterday down the street, around. My wife and I went for a little ride. It was 45 degrees, snowing today, but it was 45 yesterday. Oh, it felt good. I haven't ridden since September. Oh man, I need it. It's therapy. Boy, everything's bolting up smooth. Real smooth. These guys know what they're doing. Yeah. I'm getting a lot more flexibility in my shoulder. I mean, I'm able to do a lot of stuff now. I've got about 85 to 90% of my mobility. But it's weird, if I don't do my stretches every day or every other day, boy, it'll stiffen right back up again. Doesn't take much to stiffen up on that. And then it hurts again trying to get it all stretched out, so I gotta keep it mobile. And it's a touchy thing, you know, you can't lift really too much with it. You can't be messing around. You don't want any shock treatment to it, like in my motorcycle. If I hit a bad bump or had to do something quick, that would be way below average. Okay, I think I got these on the plates pretty nicely, and I'm ready to tighten up. Hopefully my socket's deep enough for these. I might have to cut them off before I do that. Nope. No, it isn't. Okay. Looks good. It's weird how they angle them out. See that? It's a really odd way to do it to me, but that's how they are. Taking a break already? Are you? See, you know, this one doesn't, but they have to get past the housing on that other side, so the cast. Anyway, there they are. I did it. Got them on there. Cool. Here's new shackles too. Cool. Have it. And there we have it. Always put a jack under the pin so it doesn't rotate on you. I think. There we go. These blocks are going to fall, I'm sure. Oh, I got to move this mount. 3 inches longer, and the center pin is 2 inches further forward. Okay. So now, this goes back here, and here. I'll have to fix the spot where I bolted that on again. I'll sand that a little and touch it up. Touch up! Wait, what am I doing? Whoops, whoops, whoops. Aha! Now I screwed the pooch on that. Let's put it back in the same spot. No. I'm coming forward here. Yeah. Glad I caught that. Take it off and put it right back in the same hole. Brilliant! Thank you again, Shaggy, for drilling these holes for me. A little hobbled. Hi, honey.
Hi, baby-o.
You're just right in time.
I am.
Perfect.
Did I win something? Did I win something?
No. You won a
With me?
task.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I got the front on.
She's all by herself?
Yeah, it was easy.
Are you videoing?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh boy. Can you redo this?
Yes. Okay, everybody, this is my lovely wife.
Oh no.
This is my lovely wife,
I just got out of the shower.
Laura Lee. She's here to help. All right,
All right, baby.
let's do this.
Okay, dogs, get over to one side.
Okay, I gotta put this bolt in the front here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh my God, that's heavy. For one arm.
Okay, we're gonna sit it right on that pinhole, see that? But I gotta get it underneath of this.
Put your fingers.
I might have to jack it up a little bit more. Under there.
Okay. We've got a mad puppy in the house.
Okay, here's the bolt.
No washers right here? Oh, let's see. It's closed. It's got to come back towards me now. Whoa. Whoa, baby. There we go.
Good.
There she went.
Good, good, good.
Hold on. Let's see if I can. It's kind of bound up now.
Okay, hang on.
Is that a good show, Cedar? Is that a good show? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yay!
There we go. Send it here, but let's do it. If you don't have a vise, you can put bolts in there like that on one of these. Kind of helps hold it. There you go, baby. Good job, good job. Way to rock it.
Yeah. Note to users, don't get your skin in between those.
Note to users?
Yeah. Okay, you ready for me to get this one out?
Yeah.
Here we go. Right,
There's a red handled one right there.
ouch. And also, don't put your nose something that swings, right? Careful with your arm. Okay. So many ways to
Just sit
die.
it down here. There we go. Okay, jack that up a little bit more, hon. Not too much, because I don't want that to come out of there. But you know what? I might put some U-bolts on that side now that we got that.
So where did they ship them?
Alcan Spring, I think.
So
Grand Junction, Colorado.
first you took them down here downtown and they could do it, and then you had to order some?
Yeah.
Did you have to ship the old ones to them, or did you just order
No,
them?
I still have the old ones here.
Oh yeah, you just ordered them to the size.
Yeah, I just told them the specs that I wanted.
For some reason I was thinking somebody in town was doing that.
Boise Spring Works was.
Right, but
And I
I
love
thought,
those guys. They're great. I'm not
no,
dogging on them.
They
We
were
got
just
the
having-
washer on there first.
I know how to wash them.
I do.
I
And
think
their forge went down, which they can't help, you know. I just kind of wish they would have called me before 2.5 months went by.
Yeah, that was the second part. One before too long, just to kind of get ready.
Oh, brand new now, huh?
Yeah, looks new.
We're ready to drill this now. I'll just hold this one.
Smoke the bells, right?
Nice and easy. That's it? It is. Cool beans.
I just told Dennis, sorry, I'm dirty. I had to put the engine in the truck before I left.
To get here.
You have to
I had
get
to put a transmission in the truck to get here. Jack it up! Oh, I hate when they do that.
Is it binding?
Yeah, they don't get the bushing kind of.
Sweat. Yeah, almost. Oh, there we go, baby.
There we go. I sold the dogs.
Oh, nice. How many are we getting?
$50 a piece.
That'll work. That's not bad. A little
Yeah.
less than you paid, but you can't make profit.
The new owners will be here soon.
Let me know.
Make sure they're looking sharp. You pay $50 for a dog, you want a clean dog.
I hear you.
Okay, I got the shock mount all cut off on both sides and up here, and I'm ready to draw my new ones in the computer. This side I didn't have to cut off. I'll leave that for the stabilizer. It was the shock and stabilizer, but I'm just going to keep it for the stabilizer and then add a shock mount back here. I'm going to run my shocks back at an angle here, and I'll make them to fit the King shocks. A really easy project all in all. So I don't have to buy shocks, and those are really, really good ones. So we're good to go here. Good progress for the day. New leaf springs all put in. Shock mounts cut off. I'll go in tonight and draw the new ones in the computer, and I can cut them out tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Brand new day, new projects. So today I'm making some custom shock mounts, and I've done a couple things on the suspension I'll show you in a second. I really want to run these King shocks. I already have them. I did some measuring, and if I leave this with about 5 inches of up travel, which is probably a lot more than I need for this setup, you know, it's not a rock crawler or whatever. Anyway, that's plenty of up travel. Brings this center to center points here to about 24 inches. And if I come over here and I measure out 24 inches right there, and I look at the axle, I kind of have the mount coming off of there. It comes up here perfect height. It's not going to be too tall. It's not going to be too low. It's going to be right here, right in line with the frame. And I'll put a cross member going across here. I'll get rid of these stock ones because I don't have that kind of a mount anymore. And I'll just build a custom cross member right here with the shock tabs off of it. And so height-wise, they're right on the money. I want to leave them out as far as I can get them for stability. And I'll angle them in a little bit too, you know, just kind of bring them in. Not too much, but I got to get away from the frame here. So if you are flexed up at some point, you don't want that shock hitting the frame. So bring them in a little bit. In order to do that, I just add a little bit of diameter to this. There's one way to do it. I've done it other ways where you just kind of oblong the circle here, you know, like this. You bring it a little longer than it is wide so you can pivot it. Anyway, I made it about 3 1/4. This is a 3-inch axle tube. And I set it up to where I can pivot it like that. I'll show you. See, it's straight up and down there, and I can angle it like that. And that works really well. If you do both and plan for that with your drawing, it works really well. Anyway, so I got 2 of them cut out. These are going to look real nice on there. And like I said, I can put a skid plate on the bottom of this, just in case you hit something. Gives you a little extra protection there. These are made out of 1/4 inch. I'll go cut 2 more out. Okay, so I think I got that set up about where I want it. Set my 0 point here. Hit run. Select my file. F250 rear shock tab. we go. We have 2 brand new shock tabs ready to go. So I got all 4 now. I made one earlier and it was just a little too short for what I wanted to do. I thought I want to make it a little beefier. So now I got 4 of these and they're ready to weld on. But in the meantime, before I do that, I'm about to have a consultation on a new build that I'm doing for a customer. And we're going to sit down here and have a little talk about what the project's going to be. Until he gets here, I'll show you something else I did. You know, when I bought these springs, I had no idea what the springs were that were on here. You know, if they were lifted or stock. They look stock. But I ordered these springs with a 2-inch lift because I already had the body on here, and I wanted it about 2 inches taller. Well, when I put these on, I never had a problem in the back. It was kind of sagging down a little bit here in the front. So I put these on. They're going to be awesome springs. I really like them. But it's not really a lot higher. It's about exactly the same height as it was. So rather than screw around with that, I just designed some new, I unbolted the factory spring hangers up here and drew some new ones 2 inches further down and bolted them on here. And then I'll weld a piece across here and bolt it in like it was from the factory. And that gives me 2 inches here, gives you about a 1-inch lift, but I'll also add some longer shackles back here. And you kind of have to do that because you don't want to drop the front down without dropping the rear down, because that changes your steering inclination. And you'll tip the axle forward and you'll lose caster and it'll wander all over the road. So you got to keep that tipped back, 4 to 6 degrees, somewhere in there. 5 is really nice. You don't set your front end based on that. You set your caster first, and whatever that is, it is. Anyway, so I made these, and the reason I did this too, the reason I like this is because I have another plan. After my bumper's on here, I'm going to mount a winch back here. So this gives me a plate, a base to mount my plate to, and I'll come back to this here, and I'll mount my cross member in here and my winch, and right underneath my bumper, I'll have my fair lead. I don't want to go through the bumper. It's a nice original chrome bumper, but to have the fair lead plate just kind of behind it here will be really slick. And you actually mount the winch upside down. I've seen guys do it that way. I didn't think of that. Somebody else thought of that, so that the control is on the bottom. So that's what I'll do, and plug it in your remote, and if you don't have a wireless remote. So that's what I'll do. I'll set it up that way. I'll probably build the plate. I don't know where my radiator is going to be yet. I'm not familiar enough with these trucks to know how that all sits in here, but I'll get that all done first. I can build this last. So anyway, I'll make some new shackles. I don't have any 3/8 material here. I'll grab some this week, and I'll cut out some cool looking shackles and bring this down couple inches. That'll give me a full 2-inch lift on the front, and that will give me enough room in the fenders and all that. It is already pretty nice with that front like that, but I want the caster back. Now, of course, if this was at the right height, I like this, I can gain caster back by putting a degree shim under here and tipping the axle back, the thick part toward the back here. So that's also an option. That's why you got to kind of remain flexible on stuff like this. And I'll know more once I get the body on there. And those are kinds of things that you can change even after it's built. You can say, I just want to raise it up a little bit or drop it back down or whatever. Good progress here. Here's a pro tip. When you're building custom shock mounts that are separate pieces, before you weld these on to the axle, let's say you have your shock mount going through your shock like this, and you put the other one on and you weld these onto the axle. Well, now when you take this shock in and out, it's going to be super tight through here. If you tighten this up, with a bolt and hold it square, it's going to be super tight. So put a washer in there. Put a washer in between so that after you're welded, it's easy to get the shock in and out. It makes assembly and disassembly much easier if you ever have to change it. The truck came with this massive radiator, And it's in really good shape. You can tell somebody painted the truck because there's the evidence and there's the evidence. But anyway, it's in good shape. It's really clean. It wasn't leaking. This was a fully functional truck here. That'll keep her cool. Big old tanks on that. You made a pie.
Yes.
Oh, what flavor?
Lemon. Lemon cream.
Lemon. Oh.
Lemon cream.
Oh, I gotta have some of this.